I stopped downloading Mafia 3, so it's not doing it for me. But yeah, I understand what you mean. Yeah.
A weapon needing to repair.
Yeah.
To some extent, it's okay, you know, because some weapons they didn't wear down very quickly, you know, and I'm like, okay, that's cool, but the stupid thing was the rarer weapons, like the more powerful ones, wore down fast as shit, and there was nothing to repair them with, because unless in Fallout, this only applies to Vegas, but in Vegas they have a perk called jury rigging, which is where you can use similar weapons to repair a weapon. That's cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah. See, that's where I was gonna defend fucking weapon stuff, because once I got jury rigging, I was like, you know what? This is actually I actually kind of like the idea of a weapon durability thing, because it just makes sense to me. It's realistic to me. Like weapons don't always last forever.
I'll give it that, but what I thought was stupid was because see, real life to an extent, this does only apply so far, but you can use parts from one gun to repair another. And
it has to be a similar model too, though. So,
exactly, it does have to be a similar model as well. But but all in all, I should say, and then again, jury rigging, it makes sense because the weapons are meant to be more or less slapped together. Which is why you don't see
it's a Fallout world, so it's like you're supposed to be able to scrap together things. You know
What's what, baby? Sorry.
And for more or less, they're makeshift guns, you know.
Right.
Which that makes sense. That's why they have these pipe weapons in Fallout 4, which are pretty much makeshift guns, which makes sense. But
I think it's fine to take it out, though, for your guys' point, because at the same time, I'm one that can be all for weapon durability, but it's also can be something that's just inconvenient, especially to players that kind of don't want to go through that kind of stuff.
Yeah, right. And then what I didn't finish, and this was my bad, was where like the better weapons that some of them you could only get with caps, which cost a ridiculous amount. So it took hours on end, if you could even do it at all, to scrounge up that many caps, and then like 3 mags later, your weapon is broken.
Oh yeah.
So see, 3, you got an automatic weapon. You just pulled an assault rifle nearly right at the beginning of the game. Still not. But yeah, I understand. And then Vegas, they hardly had any automatic weapons, but I suppose
you didn't get the automatic weapons until way later in the game.
And there weren't, And then my only real nitpick about 4, I suppose you could say, is okay. I love the modding, I do. But it's practically an obsession that I took out some models of guns, I guess?
I don't have a problem with modding, because with every Bethesda game, you're gonna need modding to fucking run the game sometimes.
No, it's like in-game modding. Like you actually go to a workbench with like your pistol or something to put like a scope on it and shit. I like how they did more with it, like, because in Vegas, only certain guns had like certain mods, so it was like whatever.
And they were just items that you slapped onto the gun. It was like, yeah,
exactly,
you combine them.
yeah.
Kind of like Resident Evil combining in a sense, a little bit.
Sorta. But here they had
Oh god, here we go. Oh god, here we go. Oh god, another fucking racetrack.
Oh, have fun.
Have fun. Yeah, those aren't too bad though. Like the challenges are way worse than the required ones.
Oh yes.
Oh fuck! I don't have enough items. Fuck no.
And then in Fallout 4 they gave
and
the
I
chunk
fucked
a
up.
purpose. some things you actually want. Actually, you want to pick up nearly everything now.
Yeah.
Fallout 3. I don't pick any of this shit up. Who does that?
Oh,
Fallout 4.
God.
Oh fuck! Where's that Wonder Glue? Where's that Wonder Glue?
Yeah, Fallout 3 I didn't pick a lot up because the weight cap was so strict at some points. And you're
Whoa.
like, you pick up a rock and you're like, you're too heavy!
Well, then, and also in Fallout, well, this goes both for Vegas and 3, you are a walking armory, you know?
Yeah. I thought Vegas was really good. I felt like it was so fucking bad what they did, Obsidian.
Yeah, I liked Vegas. I liked 3. I like them both for different reasons. I thought 3 had a more interesting plot to it. It wasn't exactly a plot, but they had something.
The fuck?
I liked how, because in other Fallout games, like all of them, the Brotherhood of Steel are just assholes. Okay, and this one, you see another side of it.
They're still assholes.
They are still assholes, but you see a better side.
Wait,
Now,
who are assholes? I was...
Brotherhood of Steel.
Oh yeah, Brotherhood have always been assholes.
They
Like, they're
have, but I
fucking
mean, like,
terrible.
I like how you see, like, the...
You see another side of the asshole, the less brown side of the
Exactly!
asshole.
Yes, that's exactly where I was going. Yes.
The less
Okay.
dark ring, the
Shit.
better.
Exactly.
God
And,
damn. Oh, fuck me!
I
Fuck
always
me!
felt like the
God, my
fact-
God!
I always felt like most of the Vegas factions though, like were just douches. Like most of them were assholes.
Oh my God!
A lot of them were actually kind of pointless when you think about it. Unless you're going for independent. Yeah. The only ones that really mattered in the end here were that gave you anything really useful. Were of course the NCR, who are a prime factor, and the Legion,
Who are
The who?
assholes?
who are full of shit, and I don't see how anyone could do a playthrough with them. Anyone who has, you are a dick.
Wait,
Did you ever
what's...
play with them? They were the one with Caesar, or wasn't it Caesar's kingdom?
Oh, you're
Caesar
talking...
and Kaiser, they said both.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah,
you're
it's like-
talking
it's like,
about...
make up your damn mind.
You're talking about New Vegas, right?
Right, we're talking about New Vegas. Alright, I'm supposed to put this here.
The NCR were full of shit too, Mo. When you think about it.
Yeah, the
Oh.
NCR was a bunch of
Yep,
dicks.
I'm gonna... I failed this one.
You know what I do like about I like how they showed like, and this is what I find true for actual
Shit.
soldiers to an extent, you know, or no, not actual soldiers. No, I totally take that.
Oh, well, they're
I
being...
can say police
he's
officers.
being nice.
Police officers, okay.
Yeah,
This is the thing
got
about
it.
police officers. The lower ranking ones, you know, are trying to.
shit, that's a
They will
bee.
do things by the book. They will try to be good cops. But
Right.
the higher up they get, the worse it is. And that's how the NCR is too. So yeah,
Fucking B.
symbolic question mark?
Yeah.
I keep
Sorry,
crashing.
dealing with
Oh my God!
Not the bees! The bees!
Sorry.
Damn, stunts dicks.
Obligatory reference. Let's examine this.
Oh my God! 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 Catwoman's gonna fucking die.
Oh well.
What's the wind crest? I don't remember this.
Oh shit!
I'll just hold on to it, I guess.
The wind crest that goes.
Over there.
That helps get you to the lab.
Oh, okay. Right. I still haven't
Oh.
done all the masks yet, and I'm supposed to have already fought him, I guess, so rip.
Whoops.
I don't care. It's just a fucking Crimson Head, so whatever. I know I'm supposed to find him.
That
so
holds
I'll
a
get him.
special. That has a special item.
Mm-hmm.
Shit!
So
Oh
I give
my
him a
God!
dog collar. Wait, I didn't get everything in this room yet? What? That doesn't make sense. Oh, wait, that's a first aid box? Yes, please. Thank you. Oh, I'm gonna have to go take shit to the box then. For a second I was worried because I was thinking to myself before I got there, I was like, wait, does Resident Evil 1 have the item box system?
Oh, what if it doesn't?
Yep, it
Might I
does.
add,
Yeah, I got to the
here's
first
something
room and I was like,
interesting.
okay.
Arkham logic here, okay?
Yeah.
Even though Red Hood snaps people's necks and stuff, a medic can still revive them.
Oh god.
That makes sense. Well, Dragon
Even
Ball
though
Z
Red
logic.
Hood has
Give
clearly
him a
shot
sensu
them in the
bean.
skull. That's gotta be what they are.
Sensu bean.
All right, I did it. I don't know how I did it, but I did it.
So Funimation's dubbing Super, and I'm like, I finally have a reason to watch it. I don't hear a Japanese cast at all. It's just like Sean Schemmel, man, and fucking English voice cast for DBZ is just like.
Okay, so
Awesome.
they've confirmed that Funimation is going to be dubbing Dragon Ball Super. Awesome.
Funimation confirmed it themselves. They said it themselves that they were doing it.
Oh man, you should see.
I know
I
how
have
much
doubts,
hate I'm
though.
gonna get for this, so I'm gonna get it out of the way now.
Okay.
To me, DBZ
Just if you-
is dead and needs to stay dead.
Dragon Ball Z
Well,
is
okay.
dead.
Dragon Ball Super still.
Dragon Ball Super is a continuation.
I mean the series
Ball Super's
in general.
Now, see, I think you're
Dragon
going a
Ball
little too
in
harsh
itself.
with it, to be honest with you.
Well, no, just here. Let me I'll tell you why though. But
I
it's
said
not
say it a
because of
little less
Super.
harsh than that. It's dead. It needs to die. Like,
Well, no. Well, okay. Let's be honest. How long has this been going? Like the series itself. Years
Dragon
on
Ball came out in well, I know Dragon Ball Z came out in like 1988.
No. We're not
Both came out in, like,
referring
the
to
80s.
any one particular.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I'm
yeah,
saying
we're
that
talking about the
Dragon
series
Ball,
started.
Dragon Ball started back in like early 1980s, and then Dragon Ball Z originally came
Like
out in
JoJo.
1980 something, and then Dragon Ball
Right.
GT came out in like 1996, 97, but that's not
So
canon.
translation, it started in the 80s. Okay. Thank
Yes.
you.
canon, but I still like it. Damn it.
I liked it too. I
Point
have the
is-
DVDs and the movie.
Right.
Go
It's
on.
a guilty pleasure.
It's good. It is. But the reason it's how should I say? It's become kind of an Inuyasha syndrome. It's
What do
Hold
you mean
on,
by that?
Hold on.
Exactly.
Well, let me fucking finish.
Okay, sorry.
You're talking to
Thank
fucking
you.
weebs. You're gonna get trashed, bro.
Oh, I am. Yeah, I know. Trust me, I know. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna. Celebrate Night's channel is going to get 1 million weebs on it, and they're gonna be like, "Fuck you, Crimson."
Hey, at least
That's what's gonna happen soon.
at least
we're
they're
honest,
at least they'll be viewing my videos.
Oh, gee, thanks.
Just make the
Point
anime
it.
clickbait. Yukiko sucks. TA's best waifu. Get fucked, Persona fans.
Okay. Now we're in war here.
All right, so
Now we're getting a little aggressive, Alex. Oh shit.
Oh, fuck you, Alex.
oh god,
Okay,
damn.
no.
Fucking
Okay,
Yukiko's
seriously,
a bitch. No, I fucking like Yukiko.
hey,
I don't like says it. Okay, what were you saying about Dragon Ball? What were you saying about Dragon
It's
Ball?
hot.
I'm sorry.
You said something about Inuyasha syndrome or something.
Okay, here's what I mean. Now, with Inuyasha, they had a sort of repeat factor. Like, as in, they were fishing for ideas, and then finally they were like, okay, we're good.
Uh-huh.
Dragon Ball is not saying, okay, we're good. They are fishing for ideas, and okay, let's be fair here. What was it? It went, Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3. They stopped with they decided 4 is not a thing, but and then
4
Super
was
Saiyan
fucking
God.
cool to me though. I like 4.
I know, I liked it too. Yeah,
Always a shame that they always non-canon that one.
yeah, but then it goes to Super Saiyan God. Okay, now let's think back to the actual thing, like Super Saiyan God in itself. This is the strongest form, right?
Not really.
I'll have to let him
Until-
finish because I'm gonna go on for a
until
minute with my discussion about it.
Exactly.
You go
So
ahead and
the
finish.
point is, so it is original until Battle of the Gods 2 or whatever the shit it is.
Return of
This
X.
Super
or whatever.
Saiyan God is the form, the thing.
Yeah, they're Super Saiyan.
Omnipotent,
Yeah.
Whatever. Then suddenly, out of fucking nowhere, Super Saiyan God is nothing now. it's like, oh yeah, that it was a thing, but you know that's like history.
Well,
It's
no,
pretty
it's
much
still a
thing.
thing. It's called Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan.
Which
is a stupid
like,
name.
I'm gonna have to
Yes,
go
it's
into this. Man.
But
Like, I have
point
to go.
is,
I have a lot to say.
Okay, point is.
that's fine. But it's like they nerfed it, you know? It's like, oh, remember how that used to be like something powerful? Yeah, that's pretty much the same as Super Saiyan 1.
Well, I have to. Now, if you're done, it's my turn. Because like, I totally think in a way, you're kind of right within this idea of Inuyasha and like, and all that. And Inuyasha is loved by people, but Dragon Ball Z is not like Dragon Ball Z to me has always been something that's like. The fighting has always been the big focus, and then like I guess the story and all that's kind of been secondhand. So it's like the idea. I agree in the sense that they kind of fish for ideas when it comes to arcs and like all that stuff. But at the same time, it's Dragon Ball Z. I don't give a shit what story they're doing. I just want to see them fucking fight. Like just fight.
I'll give you
Fight
that.
for me,
Yeah.
peasants.
I'll give you that
But no.
one. But the fights like back
Like,
now.
look,
I have not seen the new one. I will.
I'll
so
agree
I
with
cannot
you.
speak
And
for that.
Okay.
I'm not gonna.
I
I'm not gonna
see.
spoil, but I think the idea of the main villain of the current arc is kind of goofy, and then I'm like, really, that's what you're doing? But
Are
I
you
also
talking-
don't care.
Are you talking about Goku
I'm talking
Black?
about Black Goku. Yeah, I'm talking about Black Goku. My homeboy Goku.
Well, isn't he
He's
from
my
like
real
a different?
homeboy.
Isn't he from a different dimension or something like that?
Yeah, it's like a different. And
Like the
then
Twilight
Future
Zone
Trunks
shit?
is back, and I don't get it. I don't really get it at all.
It's
But who
becoming
cares? They're
Blaze
fighting.
Blue.
Yeah, it's like, but at the same, and I'll agree with that. The Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan bullshit's kind of like, oh god, they're reaching for forms. But I think Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan kind of, I thought Super Saiyan God was stupid. It looked stupid. I wasn't interested. It didn't seem that cool. It's like, oh, he just turned red. It's like another Kaioken.
Yeah, I can agree with
But then
that.
I think
too.
I think the blue hair looks really cool. So I'll be like, you know what, that kind of goes back on it. But if they go any further, I'm gonna be like, kind of reaching for forms
All right,
here.
but okay. Now here's what I gotta say about it. And Raven, yeah, I will agree that they do go around fishing for ideas and stuff. But a lot of the ideas are pretty interesting as well, especially the way how it's implemented. Because let's be honest, it's Akira Toriyama writing the stories. It's not what they did with GT, where it was just a bunch of they just wanted to start making it, and then just for the money and stuff like that. Though they are doing that with Dragon Ball Super, but they're actually being more thorough with it by actually having Akira Toriyama be the head writer. But when it comes to
Right.
what you said about them nerfing everything, technically there's not nerfing anything. The whole thing about Dragon Ball as a whole is Goku going out and trying to become the best that that he can be, and he constantly keeps coming up against stronger and stronger and stronger opponents. So it's not that like even when he was a boy, he had his Ozaru form, or Ozaru, or however it's pronounced, his
monkey, big
his
monkey.
great ape form. He had that. He didn't know that it was him, but he still had it. And then of course, he was he got considerably stronger as the series went on, and he even killed King Piccolo. And then when Dragon Ball Z started,
Evil King Piccolo, thank you.
well, he was always King Piccolo. Piccolo's never called himself
I know,
King.
it's a
but
joke.
yeah, okay, sorry. And then when Dragon Ball Z started coming out, then he got Raditz, which was a far more superior being than anything Goku ever fought before. Which it took him and Piccolo to take him down, and even then Goku had to
And
sacrifice
Rex
his
was
own
so
life.
weak, they could cultivate him. I'm sorry, but
Yeah, okay.
Only for a couple months
but-
later to be like, Raditz is as much of a bitch
But-
as a Cyberman is.
But it makes sense, because now we're putting in. But it makes sense because what they were doing is they were putting into the lore of why Goku has that tail and why he is so strong. It's because he's from this alien race that are born that way. They have this unique natural ability to become stronger as they get weaker from battle. So that's why they got that. And then
they
you
get
got
experience points. I get you.
pretty much, yeah. And then you got the
they're
Kaio. Then
RPG characters. at
then
heart.
you have the Kaioken technique, which everybody knows what the Kaioken technique is. It's Kaioken, not Ko. Okay.
I was like,
Sorry, I
"Oh,
had to do my own little thing in
that
there.
didn't last that long.
But then you got him going into Super Saiyan, and then Super Saiyan 2. But the thing is that every time he reached these new peaks, not only did he have to train himself even harder to break that barrier. But he also was, the whole reason for it was because he was coming up against a much stronger opponent. It's the whole reason why Master Roshi dressed up and pretended to be somebody else, Jackie Chan, to defeat Goku in his first appearance in the martial arts tournament. It was so that Goku would reach out. It was because if Goku beat the strongest opponent he ever came across, he would stop. He would not
have to grow. He'd never have to grow.
Exactly. He would never reach his true potential. And the series has been Goku striving one way or another to reach his true potential. Which now, I mean, even I agree it's ridiculous to have freaking God mode and stuff like that. But it's not necessarily nerfing the other stuff. It's just that these beings are so much more powerful that it makes the previous forms much weaker in comparison.
Yeah, see, and that's where I kind of disagree, and I have a lot of saying because you kind of opened up a lot more of what I was trying to get to in that. You're right in the sense that it totally Dragon Ball is a story of finding a limit and trying to overcome it, and it's every arc is always going to be the limit or threat is always going to be higher than it was before. But the problem with that is it's always like I kind of agree with both of you in the sense that Shina's right that Goku totally overcomes his limits and totally is supposed to do that, and that's about that. But then Raven's right in the fact that, you know, I watched Battle of the Gods and I'm like, man, remember when Super Saiyan 3 was fucking cool? Now he's got fucking wrecked.
Yeah.
By Beerus.
I'm sorry, but
I remember what I gotta do. Sorry, I'm just talking to myself.
Here's the thing, like, okay.
Yeah, it's all good.
This is implying, so Goku, even with the Super Saiyan God form, despite the fact that it ran out, but like, that aside, let's just pretend it didn't run out, okay? Let's just pretend for a second. Would Goku have beaten Beerus? We don't know because, you know, writer stuff. That's up to them.
We won't know ever because like the fight was it was kind of a draw.
Really...
And and then Beerus is probably always going to beat Goku, but Beerus was like, no, I'll train him.
Yeah, but Beerus, I guess, you know, I don't know if it was respect, but I know he was like, okay, cool, whatever. You know, it was a good fight, I'm happy. That was pretty much his thing. So, now just keeping that in mind, though, that Goku did push Beerus. We can all acknowledge that. That is something we can all... Go on.
When you define push...
Okay,
like,
you are clearly dumb.
No, well, because there's two ways you mean push. One, you mean... Well, there's two... Well, like I said, there's two ways you can be meaning this.
Okay, what do you think I meant?
Well, I don't know what you meant, because here's the two kinds of pushes that I see what you're talking about. One is that he pissed Beerus off, which he didn't. And then the other one is that he pushed... Okay, then the other one would be you pushed him to his limit.
I wouldn't even say limits as much.
What I mean is, like, Beerus wasn't... Okay, in Super Saiyan 3, yeah. He's just like, oh, lol.
Like a bitch.
Yeah, lol, flicks Goku's KO. We're done.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I fucked up, I fucked up!
In God form, he's like, oh yeah, okay, then it was actually a fight. Now, again, we can go on and on and debate for hours what could have happened, but let's not, because that's just stupid, and that would make us...
I can settle in the sense that, you know, he fought him, he showed promise as a human, but Beerus can destroy a god. Goku will never be fully a god.
Right, exactly. Now, okay, now, unless I'm wrong, this new, new thing with Goku Black, or whatever the shit...
Evil Goku.
That's kind of jumping the shark.
A little bit. It's a little tongue-in-cheek.
Yeah. Okay. Let's be fair here. This is implying that Beerus, as well, to an extent, is implying that Beerus isn't much either. So it's like, wait, you're telling me, and then I know that they have him like. So far, they have him joining the battle, you know. What good is this again?
Well, see, okay, I'll debate in favor of Goku Black, because I just kind of thought of it in that Goku is really strong. He's so strong, but he's also like his strength is limited in the fact that I'll say it, he's a dumbass. He's a fucking idiot, and he has no evil intent. He's not gold in any other sense other than he likes to fight the strongest guy. But if you take that idioticness away from him, if you take it from him, Goku's the most dangerous motherfucker in the entire universe. Because Goku with an evil intention is scary. Because he knows his power, and he knows how far he has to go to get to his goals. Like a goal-setted Goku is scary. And that's why he would be a better villain than Beerus, in a way. Because Beerus is the same as Goku, he just likes fighting.
Well, no, I'm not saying I'm not saying in a villain sense it's bad. I'm saying that this points to the fact that had, like, you've further proved this one here. Had Goku not had that, had he actually, like, you know, used his fucking brain, it's really won't, but had he,
well, had he half the problems in the series would be gone.
He probably could have beaten Beerus.
Well, yeah, but I also think that the sense of the reason why he turned off Super Saiyan God, which I thought it was an interesting point in Goku's favor, even though it's like it's totally another one of those Goku you're fucking stupid moments, is that he turned off God mode because he didn't attain it on his own, and it's the only form he's never attained on his own, and I can get that sense of pride, of like, oh, Goku didn't like it because he didn't get it on his own, he got it because of his friends. I can get that.
I can kinda get it. I mean, I guess. I don't.
Well,
I
it's like Vegeta not liking anyone helping him, in a sense.
Well, no,
but everyone likes
I get that too. I get that. But what
Vegeta's like, you're a dick, get away from me. Stop helping me.
Well, but where I'm getting with this is like, okay, the fact that, like, you didn't obtain on his own, I can both support and not support. I won't go into that because I just don't feel like it. What I am saying, though, is they are implying here, to a point, they're implying that Beerus, because they're implying that Goku with evil intent is pretty much God. So, okay, now let's...
You can't really deny it.
Okay, but yeah, but now here's the problem I'm having here. So this Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan crap,
there we go.
That's where I'm drawing the line, because it's like, you do know the meaning of God, right? I mean, does this, like, not like register?
Like, he's the god of destruction. Like, yeah, like a god in term is like, we look at God in society as like you know, white hair, fluffy beard, controls everything, all that stuff.
The end all be all.
Yeah, and I think that that's fine to apply to a character in terms of like Dragon Ball Z and like as a title. He's the be all end all person of destruction in the sense, like he controls
the way I see it. I think, like you said, I think what they're using the term God for is more like a title, because Kami is Japanese for God, and Kami is was the original, well, not the original protector of the Earth, but was the protector of the Earth. Then you got the Kais, which are basically gods in and of themselves, and then now you have the actual gods like Beerus and so on. But when you look at our own society, when you look at you know, our society and the different religions and stuff like that, we've had there are multiple gods. I mean, I'm not saying there are multiple gods, but within history and stuff, there are multiple gods, and those gods can die. Thor's died, according to you know, Odin's died, according to, you know, the mythologies and stuff like that. All kinds of gods have died. I mean, hell, if you look at the Judeo-Christian Bible, God actually died and was replaced with another god. So it's not like it's, yeah, we see it as within certain religions, it like, especially Christianity and Catholicism today, it's the end all be all. But I think that's what they're going. I'm just saying, I think that's what they're going with in the series. It's like they are the ultimate and powerful beings, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they are the
Which
definitive
is not where I was going with
thing.
this at all.
I know. I just wanted to bring that up and say it. That's all.
Okay. No, here's what I'm saying. So, like, let's just take this as a title. Let's, like, just remove everything else here, okay? As a title, how the hell...
Sorry.
Okay, a title with meaning here, okay? This pretty much shows that that in Dragon Ball, as a whole, God doesn't have much of a meaning. It's more just another number, like Super Saiyan like it's like, you know what? Let's just say, I'll just say it now. It's the official Super Saiyan 4, basically.
Yeah,
Yes,
like I said,
maybe.
I'll say it again.
It's
There's a lot of points I get at the same time. It's just totally one of those things of like,
Because God is as a title, you know, like you just don't go higher than that. It just doesn't work. You know, I mean, like, can they be beat? Yes, well, depending on your religion aside here. Like, just putting aside religion, can they be beat? Yes. Can they? Can shit happen? Yes. But,
They just killed Catwoman.
come here.
I was trying to be flashy, and oh no.
oh, you're smart. Anyway.
Oh, her head just blew
yeah,
up.
so
Fuck.
I'm wasting ammo like a dumbass. Yeah, dude, like, I totally see what you mean. At the same time, there's one big argument I have to say, in that Dragon Ball Z has always kind of been a simple shonen anime. And there's been a lot of details that have been very, like, deep and interesting, like the idea of Gohan in the Cell Saga as a whole, to me, is a very interesting character. And that's why I think I hate that anyone else got Super Saiyan 2 at all, because it always was like Gohan's thing. I always thought Super Saiyan 2 always benefited Gohan the most and was best for Gohan. On everyone else, it was just kind of useless, because it was like, the visual change in Gohan was always cooler to me.
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to.
There's one more. Then there is another reason I say this. Now this may or may not be considered personal. If you do consider it, I will consider that to be fair. So with, again, Dragon Ball as a whole, I suppose you could almost call it personal. The fan base is pretty much the Call of Duty fan base. Yes, I said it.
I completely disagree with you.
Well, hold on, just let me. I'll tell you why I say that. But you've got.
What the fuck are you, Crimson Head?
Now, okay, here. The Call of Duty fan base is pure children.
Right in the head.
They're all, oh, you're a faggot, oh, blah, 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 blah. The reason, now
Which
Dragon Ball
I
has,
kind of
like,
agree with them. I've played Call of Duty recently, and it really kind of has changed from that. It's really not a lot of that anymore. I don't hear a lot of that.
okay, well, what it was, let's just go with what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What it was
because I
at
know,
its
I've
height.
heard, I did play Black Ops 3, and that was, there was more silence than anything.
Right, we're all just kind of chilling. But yeah, I agree with you. Like,
that's
when it was
fine.
at its peak.
Yeah, when it was at its peak, it was a bunch of little children, or a bunch of underage racists, let's just leave it at that.
Who fucked your mama, apparently.
Oh yeah, exactly.
It says the N-word. Aggressively.
Exactly, because you know they're so pro. But so back at its peak, that was its fan base. Here's what I mean by Dragon Ball. Okay. So as clarification, it's like there's two separate ones. Okay. There's the children who are both young in age, but will not be open-minded whatsoever. Now, I know this is going to spark a trillion flames, so I'm going to stay on the subject for like 2 seconds. They can't accept that Goku can be defeated.
I believe Goku cannot be defeated. I mean, I believe Goku can be defeated by Superman. There's just too much evidence backing it up.
Well, I'm not just saying.
I
like,
believe it. I honestly, okay, let me say it. I'll agree with the death battle theory. That between them is completely pointless because both stories and medias are completely different ideas. Superman's is having all the powers and all that stuff, and Goku's is the exact opposite in that Goku's story in Dragon Ball Z is that having limits and attaining, like, fighting up to them, is
like
his story. But
your own
Superman
limit.
is the one limit that he can never reach because he can't have every power in the universe. You know what I mean?
Right,
just
and
not
I mean,
possible.
originally he wasn't even supposed to have every power. The thing about
He wasn't even-
the
yeah.
biggest difference that can't have that this is why it's just not a thing. First off, Eastern like manga, you know, is more often
I
than
hate to
not.
cut you off. I'll say it real quick. I'd say make it short because let's not get into Superman versus Goku debate. Because
Oh no, that's not where I'm going. That's not what I'm going to. I'm done with that already. I'm already done with
Right.
that.
Eastern manga.
Yeah, Eastern manga in itself has always been mainly by one writer. Now, do they have continuations of it with a different writer? Sometimes, but not as often.
What do you mean by that? Eastern manga has been like what? You mean like one person writes all the manga? That doesn't
No.
make sense.
Like, okay, let's take Sword Art Online. Just for pretend. You've got Reki Kawahara. He wrote that. Then you've got Dragon Ball, who was written by Akira Toriyama. Now, see, the one series in itself is most often written by one.
Oh,
writer.
I think I know where you're going with this.
All one writer, but with Western comics, there are a million writers for the same thing. Batman, Superman, whatever. The point is, it's that it all, and what Death Battle did is they took every single writer's ideas, and
Well,
there you go. So it's
that-
like,
that's because
I get that, but at the same point, Superman still is the idea of, oh, he's got a problem, just add a new element or power. Goku's is kind of the same, but
Right,
different.
right.
In a way.
but
yeah,
there's
and also
go on.
Dude.
Sorry. Go on.
but the main element is that you just there's so many variables in it, and to end it, there's just that's the biggest difference between the West and Eastern stuff. Do I have a preference? Doesn't matter. Nothing gets
What were you
Eastern.
gonna say, Sheena? You kind of were going
Go
on
on.
about
Yeah, you
something.
go on. Yeah,
Oh, I was gonna say that, like, yeah, I agree with you with what you were saying about, like, manga typically only has one writer, and then Western comics have multiple. But the thing that you forget, I doubt you forgot or anything like that. I'm just coming out with that.
That I didn't bring up.
Even though that those, you know, some of those ideas are, you know, based off of other writers and everything, more often than not, unless it's like a spin-off or a one-off or something like that, those comics are part of are canon to a singular canon. So, like, even though, like,
Right.
yeah, Superman, when he first came out, he only had flight and I believe super speed.
And it wasn't even flight; it was just the fact that he could leap a single bound.
Yeah, that's right.
They
Super,
changed
yeah,
it
it
to
was
flight for the animated stuff.
basically just super jump. But then, you know,
Right.
as time went on, like what Alex said here, like, oh, Superman comes up against a stronger thing. Let's give him a new power. I mean, just recently, like within the last year, 2 years, they gave
You got
him
that supernova thing, right?
yeah, the supernova, where he could literally absorb so much of the sun's energy and then just create his own
just go
supernova from within him.
kaboom!
Yeah, that's, you know, the thing. But when you follow the comics all the way from the 1930s to New 52, because New 52 was its own, like, it was like a reboot of the entire franchise.
It was a reboot, yeah.
Yeah,
It was a reboot.
all that stuff that happened within the main canon of the comics is actually canon, so it is actually his powers. I don't
Right,
like it
but-
as much as anybody else who don't like it. It's just that's just the way it is. But
Right,
like,
and-
you know, but they do
but I'm not all for it either. I've never been a DC guy. So.
they do the same thing with They do the same thing with Superman. I mean, with Goku, where it's like, how can we keep this series going? Oh, let's bring him up against another more powerful opponent, and then let's give him another form or a new ability. Like I believe at the end of, it was either at the end of Z or was that somewhere in GT, he had the Super Dragon Fist, which they never even shown where he got that.
Saga that he had that.
Yeah, they never
but
even
that's-
showed the origin of that. He just all of a sudden had it.
That's
I can
the
actually-
Superman.
I can
That's the
defend
Superman power for Goku, and then he just got it. And
Actually-
this is where Goku and Superman are different to me. Is that in Dragon Ball Z they always
shit.
show every
Oops.
time they give a new character a new form, they always showed them going super hard in their training, being like, "Rah!"
Yeah,
I'm
they
going
actually give
super
him a
hard,
reason
that's-
why
right.
they have
Right.
that ability.
Right,
Okay,
and
but-
it's the only power that really another thing, a point I'll bring up in Goku's sort of not favor that he would beat him, but favor overall in terms of it's not a bad thing for Goku because they always show that his powers, no matter what new power he gets, in some point there's a limit. The only Superman power that limits him really is, as far as I'm concerned, the supernova, where it takes all his powers for a day. That's
Yeah.
the first power I've ever heard limit Superman. But every
he's
power
got a
for
lot.
Goku
He's
limits
had
him.
He's had limits. One of them be like his heat vision drains him faster. Point is though, here's the thing about the Dragon Fist. One thing that everyone forgets and that everyone keeps thinking, because they're idiots and don't pay attention, is
Okay, Mr.
that...
Aggressive.
Well, I am pretty aggressive because the fan base has been a bitch to me, so I'm pretty
Aw.
pissed at them.
And I didn't say that as
At
a
the same-
smart
I'm
ass
not gonna
thing.
defend-
Just-
I'm not- Yeah, I'm not gonna defend
The
them in
fan
a sense,
base-
but if you say Dragon Ball Z should be dead, you're gonna get aggressive. Like, I'm
Well,
sorry.
yeah, but no, it's because of that aggression that I'm saying it now.
Okay, go on.
So, yeah, that's the reason I said Dragon Ball needs to die in the first place, is because the fans are a bunch of cunts as well.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, but that's how it is. Alright? That is how they acted towards me, that's why I have this.
Okay.
I
That's why
don't
have this.
think fans should be aggressive, but I think at the same time you should also respect that these are our childhoods that you're talking
No,
about.
I do.
We grew up
I
with
should
it.
say I did respect that. I had full respect for that. I did.
Right.
But then they're like, then the fans, like, in general here, like, more of them than not. There are very
Shockwave
few
attack.
fans that I actually respect. You two, I do. Another one of my friends who originally Xbox to PSN, I respect him too. The rest can all go to hell because they have been assholes to me. Because if I bring up and this is a valid point here, one thing is Goku's aren't exactly quote unquote powers. Okay? Now let me explain.
They're forms.
It's
I never thought they
been-
were really powers either.
Thank you. Okay, see, you're
I
open-minded.
never thought they were powers myself either. They're more
Right.
just like
Yeah,
they're
I
just
already-
techniques.
I've
They're
already
just
Right, they're
natural, you
techniques.
know.
It's exactly what they are.
They're natural.
saying-
Martial arts was right. Martial arts were implemented in the series for a reason.
Yeah, it's martial art and the use of ki, which is even now, even today, even in the real world, considered a thing, like channeling energy through your body. Now, are you gonna be shooting? Are you gonna be shooting Kamehameha waves? No, but you know, it's fictional, so there you go. Makes it more
Oh,
interesting.
okay. So I got
But-
here.
But that is the point. So this is what I did one time. This is what one of a million things fans have done to me that pissed me off. So I said, well, actually, here's a fun fact, guys. I say as a fun fact. A fun fact. I said, well, Goku actually doesn't really have powers because I mean he does to an extent, but you know, and this does tie into Super Dragon Fist. It's a martial technique, and Ryu's all-famous Shoryuken means Rising Dragon Punch, which is, once again, a martial technique. It is a thing. Now, will you jump that high? No, but that's where that comes from.
You're not trying hard enough then.
The famous Hadouken is not a fireball. It is pure will. That is what the Hadouken is. I kid you not. It is will.
Right.
So, now with that said, and so I say as a fun fact, I wasn't dissing Goku in any way, shape, or form. However,
Yeah.
somehow, by me explaining martial arts, like explaining what he was and stuff, not being a douche about it either, it got mixed up as Goku's a fucking fag, which I never said. This is where my hostility for the fan base comes in because
I can
no matter
understand that.
what I say,
I can understand that. Those are
Because
definitely the
literally-
bad internet fans, though, to be honest with you.
seems like most of them are. That's the problem. It seems like 90% of
I
them
would-
are like
That's
that.
That's literally. I wouldn't say 90%, but that's literally why I avoid message board.
Ah, fuck! I
So
screwed up.
that said, yeah, that is why I have such a major hostility towards the fan base. That is where the root of this comes from. Is because
I understand it. It's totally
Of
one of those
the-
things where fans are just like,
I mean,
"Oh, it's my Goku." Don't talk bad
if it
about my
was
Goku.
if it was once that this happened, I wouldn't be having this problem. It's like, oh yeah, that one person. But when it happens over and over and over and over and over again, you know, it gets kind of ridiculous, and you just start to completely hate something. You know, I mean,
Ain't you pretty, baby? Sorry, I am streaming.
I know.
Yeah,
So
well, I
that
don't
is
care
where
if you're
my,
streaming. You're making it interesting with our discussions.
Yeah, fuck your stream. It's not even important anymore.
Like 2 viewers get wrecked.
Point is, it's like, yeah, 2 viewers get wrecked. Camera shows the stream. It's got like 50. Yeah,
that's what you should say about Dragon Ball Z. 2 viewers doesn't matter. Only 2 people watch.
I am doing that. But yeah, so that is where
I got some relation there because I don't like the Steven Universe fan base in some cases. I don't like the fucking Undertale fan base.
Oh god, don't get me started with them.
There's a lot of good people in both of them, but there's also a lot of fucking bullshit people.
It seems like there's more bullshit people than there are good.
There's only one fan base. Like, I try not to associate myself with, fan bases unless they're much more, open-minded. And there's only one that I've, associated myself there's only been a couple people I've ever encountered that were complete assholes, and that's in the Zelda fan base. Like, everybody I've ever spoke to, about Zelda, it's just I've never encountered anybody that had any kind of,
good thing to say.
No, they were never aggressive or anything like that. In fact, like, I remember there was this one thing we were talking about when Breath of the Wild first came out, or when they first revealed it, like, what, 2 years ago, and it was that
was it? Oh shit, it was 2 years ago. Zelda Wii U, right?
And it was that we were all debating whether or not the new, like, when it takes place and stuff like that. And my theory was that it would take place within the timeline with with the original Zelda games, Zelda 1 and Zelda 2. And then somebody was nice enough to explain to me that Zelda 2 actually took place in the same Hyrule as the first Zelda, just it was in southern Hyrule as opposed to northern Hyrule, because I guess they moved on and everything from now.
Right, and fans that like point something out and go, yeah, but see, there's this, or hey, but can you consider this? A civilized discussion. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with even being proved wrong in a civilized discussion.
Well, kind of like here. I mean, I feel like we kind of did discredit a little bit of your.
Even though we did kind of annoy you, Alice, I noticed. Crimson,
well, yeah,
I noticed that.
But I mean, I don't mind like I said, I respect you two, so yeah, I'm like, you know what, fuck it, I can overlook this.
We had some fair points. You
did have plenty of them. And I'm not about to discredit them. Hang on a second. But with when there's those fans that just won't accept that they're, even when there's so much evidence. You know what? I need a Sarkeesian fan. There, I see.
Oh god, yes. Oh, fuck her.
I can relate in the sense that I watch a lot of sports, so and sports fans are like assholes too.
Yes, exactly. And when there's
I look at Boston and I'm like, nope, not talking about that.
You show them you provide an internet link, and they come up with some bullshit reason that you're wrong. It's like, dude, you're wrong. Admit it. Deal with it. Okay. That is what a civilized. Oh wait, that's not you. Never mind.
Well, it's literally like some of those fans are literally just like technicalities are justifications. And it's like you don't realize that it's a technical. It's like the sports equivalent. It's like looking at a stat and saying that's proof of everything. It's like, no, yeah, I mean numbers are numbers in anything, but it's also at the same time you can't write a number on certain aspects of anything. You know what I mean? And if certain aspects of anything are applied to that are not applied by numbers or facts. You know what I mean? Like we're talking about Dragon Ball Z stuff, and some of the stuff we're talking about are not factually related.
Exactly, and wow. Okay, I gotta message that player real quick, because that guy was amazing!
What are you playing?
Wait, what are you
I was playing Blaze Blue, and and I picked Ragnar, and he picked Jeremy to annoy me. Because Ragnar and Jeremy hate each other.
I like to get into more fighting games, but I don't have enough people to play with sometimes.
Yeah, so that was actually pretty funny. He was pretty good too.
Yeah, I know, Alex. You were kind of upset because
asshole name's Jeremy. I hate this person now.
Yeah, you were a little disappointed because my sis Hannah was gonna get me Xenoverse 2. on Xbox.
Asshole named
Xbox.
Sam, you have to kill him now.
Salty.
But yeah, I know, right? Salty as fuck.
Everyone
but,
is.
but no, like it's the when people are just like as a fan base. I mean, when they become, you know what? We're just gonna call them News Like Easians now. It's a thing. We're making it a thing. When they're like that, it's like really.
It's like the it's the famous one is the hat. Like there's always the half of the Sonic fan base that is just AIDS.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. Oh yeah, I'll give you that
I'm
one.
totally. I'm the most. I don't want to say the most in ever because it's absolutely not true. But I'm one of the more open-minded Sonic fans.
There's three
um,
types of Sonic fans that I've seen. There's the super hardcore will defend anything no matter what. There's the ones that play the games but hate all the 3D games, a la Game Grumps. And then
no,
you got
Pat from fucking Best Friends because he only likes like the Sonic like 2.
yeah, but like you know the Game Grumps. I mean, they shat all over Sonic
Aaron,
Adventure.
really.
Like they shat like
that LP
all
was famously
over
bad.
it.
I've never
Yeah.
seen so many people look at their LP and go, "Aaron, you're a fucking douche."
They
Like, you need
did
to
nothing.
stop.
He did. I mean, he
He played
purposely.
the game badly intentionally.
Like the thing where he fell through the
fucking
world in
window
the first
glitch in the
stage.
first fucking level is bullshit.
Yeah,
I was
and
like,
he
are
just
you
kept
serious?
doing it over and over and over. Yeah, but
Right.
and then
I could see he was manipulating it with the controller.
and then
obviously.
there's the people that are like they'll defend that they like it, they'll defend the good at it, but they will also acknowledge the bad. For instance, Sonic 06. Everybody will acknowledge that Sonic 06
Shadow
was
the
the
Hedgehog.
worst out of them all, even worse than Shadow the Hedgehog. Shadow the Hedgehog
Ooh, see,
was
that's a
really
debate-
bad too.
That's a debatable. They're both like the worst.
Well,
I'd say
because
they're
here's
tied for worst,
here's
they're
the
both worse
thing
than-
with Shadow the Hedgehog, you can complete the game rather easily. I mean, yeah, it's got its bugs and stuff like that, but as long as you don't encounter it too much.
I can't say that. I can't
Whereas-
say I can complete it. I mean,
well-
you can do a neutral playthrough. Yeah, but see, you could say
But-
the same thing about 06. I mean, even if there's bugs, you can play Sonic playthrough and end the game relatively calm.
But wait. There's those running stages, like the very first one where you're on the beach and everything, and it's almost impossible. It's not impossible, but it's like almost impossible to to
Control them, I know. but,
control.
But there's also Shadow the Hedgehog collecting stages, and the camera in that game is naturally bad.
Yeah,
Like, not
it's just
Oh, yeah,
for
that-
one
that
section,
camera hates you
It's just
legit.
naturally bad. So
shit.
it's a tough debate for sure. They're both terrible. I hate both of them. I wish I could throw both of them into the fire, but I can't. So say Libby.
Yeah, my friend.
It's total. Yeah, I get what your point.
Oh,
is,
shit.
Totally.
Battle of the Furries.
Oh.
Okay,
I
the
don't
reason
think-
I said that.
I don't think
I said
Alex
that
is a
because-
furry.
No, I wasn't talking about Sonic when I said that. No, I'm playing Blaze Blue. It's Makoto and Telkaka. Know who those are? That's why I said Battle of the Furries.
What isn't one of them the Squirrel Girl?
Yes.
I like her. She's cute.
Is that a plant?
Yeah, one of them's like a half squirrel and the other one's a cat.
Oh,
So, yeah,
shit.
Furries. Anyways.
Oh, the one with the yellow outfit, right? And the big old paws.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah. When you
Oh yeah,
said
that's Bluebo's favorite character. I get to beat up I'm gonna beat the shit out of Bluebo's favorite character.
good,
Red, green.
beat the
This
shit
is a
out of her.
good day. And I'm gonna post it on. I'm gonna post it on Facebook. And I'm gonna take Bluebo. Of course, this is online, so we'll see what happens.
Look at that, I did pretty good there. Bunch of different little things. Shaylene's like, Shaylene's like, really? You stopped playing to talk about Sonic? Because I,
Yeah,
because
fucking yes, that's
I
exactly
stopped,
what we do.
because I stopped for a minute. Okay, so
Yes,
Sonic
other
always
mommy.
is a priority.
all right, Raven. In order for me to bring down the bridges, I have to take control of the towers, right?
Stop attacking me! Sorry.
Of the island.
Beaten by a plant. I'm getting beaten by a plant.
Yeah, you gotta quote unquote liberate it.
All right.
It'll be part of the story.
Liberate.
Yeah, liberate.
How do I get rid of this plant? Forgot.
The Batmobile can't auto-navigate
Let's shoot it?
this area.
Okay, so
Makoto
I'll go to-
Nanaya.
now it's funny. Now it's funny that you brought up Makoto because I found a mod for Fallout 4 It's currently on Xbox One and PC, and it's oh, that's the most wanted missing. It's Makoto Kusanagi's outfit from
I don't know who that is.
Ghost in the Shell.
Oh yeah, her.
Oh, that's cool because the same name. I get it.
Yeah, so it made me think. It made me think of her.
How
Where
about
the hell did I get
Scarlett Johansson, though?
Sayoko from then? Because I swear to God that was her name. But okay, I'm wrong.
Yeah,
I
but I
know
totally
it's,
get what you mean on the Sonic fan base. It's
I
like
I've known it's Makoto, but I swear it's Sayoko.
I feel like there's the people that are gonna, I guess not defend it no matter what, as in everything that shit gets defended. I think there's the people that defend it no matter what. There's the people that are the classical people, and then like like you said, there's us that are like
Yeah, you got
kinda
people.
open-minded about
Some of that though is just, people grew up with stuff like, people grew up with the
Well, it's
3D
almost like us
games, and
just
people grew up with the
defending Dragon
other
Ball
stuff.
Z right now.
Now I'll say one thing though. I'm probably one of the few people that will say this. I loved Dark Brotherhood. I loved the shit out of that game. That's the BioWare RPG game.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I think it's fine to say that, but I will never let you get away with saying that soundtrack is okay. It's just.
Say what?
I'll never let you get away with saying that soundtrack of that game is okay. For technical reasons, not that it's even just bad music. For technical reasons,
Wait,
because
which-
the DS didn't have a
Oh, that.
soundtrack of Dark Brotherhood. Yeah.
Oh no,
the sound
I'm
card's
just
fucking
talking
shit
about
on
like
the DS.
I'm just talking about story wise. Like I liked the story, I liked the gameplay. It was definitely something different they were going with. I wish.
I won't say it's terrible. I won't deny you that. I think here's how I think about that game. It's not good because I don't like how it was executed, but it's not a bad idea either. I think it's interesting. That
Yeah,
they
it
went
could
with that
have
direction.
been done better, especially in the
I think if they got another real crack on it, like maybe even a console or maybe just a better handheld, probably could have gotten a better product out of it.
I mean, hell, what
Well,
they
it's
could.
You like it for what you like it for what it is, and that's totally fine. Like I'll give you that. That's your opinion.
I mean, what they could have done too was they could have just did what they did with the Batman Arkham games. Like Arkham Asylum, it was a really good game, especially at the time. It was like at the time that was the best Batman game to ever come
that
out.
was the be-all, end-all game at the time, really too.
But when Arkham City came out, they took a lot of the mechanics from that, they took some of the mechanics, threw them out the door, put in new mechanics that were even better, and improved on what really worked. For instance,
Well, that's how you. That's
like
totally how you build a franchise of a game.
they added a much more in-depth glide feature where now you could freaking bomb your way down and then open up the cape and then you can continue flying instead of
You
just
definitely-
gliding
yeah,
around.
You don't need to go into the details of why it's better, but I totally agree with what you mean. In that I think if Brotherhood is, I'm not gonna say it's terrible, but I can understand people going, I just don't like it. It's not good. I don't enjoy it. I understand that from an aspect of that's fine, but if it didn't have that stigma around it and then they got another chance, maybe they probably could have done a city where they made it better. They took aspects and just really tried harder. And
Yeah,
made it
it's-
a lot better
I'm-
for everyone to enjoy.
I'm really disappointed that it's one of those games where it
You kind of can't argue why it didn't get another one.
Yeah, but I kind of wish I did. But I agree completely. It's just what I was gonna say was that it's one of those games where it's like the way how it ended. It left off at a fucking cliffhanger with Robotnik freaking destroying everything, and then all of a sudden it's just like it didn't sell. It wasn't good enough. Sorry, BioWare's not gonna make another one. I'm like, fuck.
It's almost just like the fucking Half-Life 3 Beyond Good and Evil 2 scenario for a
Oh
while.
yeah,
except for
yeah,
Beyond Good and Evil 2 's
definitely.
happening.
Well, yeah. They did confirm Beyond
But
Good
yeah,
and Evil
it's
2.
totally
but-
the Half-Life 3. We're never fucking getting it.
Or to put it another way, the Super Mario Brother movie, which it's fucking god awful, but it was fun to watch, and I would not mind seeing a sequel.
Oh, there's definitely a level of like, I'll agree that there's definitely a level of it's so terrible it's worth your time. In some cases.
Yeah,
That's
that's
one
the
of them.
thing.
I mean, like,
Okay, whoever's playing this bitch is really getting on my nerves. This is probably I'm probably fighting
Here's
Rubo
what
right
I'll
now.
classify. Here's what I'll classify Brotherhood as. Brotherhood is the Super Mario RPG. It just didn't succeed as well as Super Mario RPG of the Sonic games.
yeah,
Also came a little later.
exactly. Yeah, I'll go with that.
But see,
I'll
the
agree.
problem is a lot of people do like Super Mario RPG, but it has the same kind of. Those are some problems with that game. The thing
There
with the
was,
Mario
because it was the
franchise
first time.
is they literally right. They literally got a Mario and Luigi RPG series to fucking do things right. More or
Yeah.
less.
And
I
then
don't
that's-
like Super Mario RPG that much either. To be honest,
And then
so.
I kind of I like it. I haven't beaten it yet though, but I like it.
I like it. It's just it's literally like I look at it and go, this is good, but the Mario and Luigi and then the Paper Mario games both take aspects of an RPG game that Super Mario kind of does, simplify the combat, simplify the aspects, right? And then it just takes those aspects from Super Mario RPG and makes them a little better. Like I love fucking Paper Mario, the original RPGs, and I
Oh
love
yeah,
the
I
Mario
want I
and
want
Luigi
to I want to live stream Paper Mario and Thousand Year Doors someday. That's why I've been
Oh, I
streaming
have
a
that
lot
too.
more.
And see, I want to fucking. I got to the end. I'm on the last like chapter or so, and I just haven't beaten it because I haven't set up my Wii to play it yet. And I just really need to get to the end of that game because it's so good. But then I look at colors like the new Paper Mario games, and I'm like, why? Why did you do that?
Yeah, I mean, I miss
Okay.
I miss
I
the
could care less,
RPG.
but I just
I miss the RPG
interesting.
aspect of the Paper Mario games, but like I got
Super Paper Mario's not that bad though.
no,
Super
Super Paper Mario ain't that bad. But I mean,
No, it's actually really fun.
the
Pretty good.
Sticker Star, even though that all the RPG aspect has been basically removed out of it, well, the gameplay aspect of it, it still has some RPG stuff to it. It has about the same
but
kind of
it's-
RPG stuff into it, like Legend of Zelda has RPG stuff to it. It's just
Yeah, it's just like
you're
I
playing the
guess-
character and all that stuff, and you're on this quest and everything like that. It's just the turn-based combat's different and everything like that. But I actually did
Right, see,
enjoy
and
Sticker Star.
I see. I can't say I care for. I hate the sticker system, to be honest with you. It's just not. It's just not. Just can't. I don't like it. I don't like doing it.
That
I
is
don't like
dramatic.
using it. What?
Man, I am having issues here.
It's it's a rather iconic kind of fight that this player and I are doing. Sister battle, basically.
Yeah. I just don't like the stickers. I just think it could. I just like. See, I think like the way.
I mean,
they
I'm
did
not
the
saying
badge-
that it-
badge-
I'm-
I think the badge system in the the Thousand Year Door is like in Paper Mario 1 is like the best way to do it. Like. in
Yeah,
terms of the
well, I
Paper
mean,
Mario
I'm not
games.
saying that doesn't have
And I
its
know I'm being
flaws.
that guy, but-
It
Right.
would have it. I mean, like I said, I miss the RPG aspect of the Paper Mario games. I'm just saying that I actually did enjoy Sticker Star for what it was and not what it was trying to be. It was basically trying to be Paper Mario with new type of combat, and I didn't agree with that. But it was, for me, I still had fun with it. It was different. It was a new
Well,
flavor.
It's 'cause you're
And
always, and I'm not saying it as a negative way. You're always a glass half full kind of guy, not a glass half full
I'm
kind
just
of
much.
glass
Yeah,
half
I maybe. I mean, I
Which is
enjoy.
good. It's gonna have its bonuses and its problems. for
I
you,
enjoy
you know?
games. There's some games that I own that people say suck and stuff like that, and I enjoy them. I mean, I mean, hell, I don't like the Dark Souls games. Okay, I'll come out and say it. I don't like the Dark Souls games. They are. I can't get into them. They're just way too. I know they're supposed to be super difficult, but I can't.
I don't find them that difficult. I think it's just I totally get why people don't like Dark Souls, but I think Dark Souls kind of points out like when I look at Dark Souls, I think when people have trouble with Dark Souls, I think you're overthinking. Not you, just like some people that
Just
get
in
so
general?
frustrated with it. I'm like, yeah, like so people in general they get frustrated with it. I'm like, you're overthinking it. You're literally overthinking it in a way. With some people, maybe not you, because maybe you just played it and it's not your type of combat, and that's fine. It's totally one of those games for me. It's too. The combat is just not for me. Just don't really care for it. The lore is cool too, but I'm not. I like lore as in like it's the Metroid Prime kind of lore, and that you got to find it for yourself, and you don't get told anything. You have to
Yeah.
find what your lore is going to be. But Metroid Prime did it right. Dark Souls, I'm just not going to go through a series of that. No thanks. I totally agree with you. I get what you mean.
Fuck
It's
you.
totally one of
Fuck
those.
you too.
So that's one of
Fuck
the games
you.
where your glass half empty on. I got you.
Yeah, I won't admit. I mean, I will admit that, you know, there's just, I try to look at things. I mean, yeah, a lot of people look at things. What's that beeping? Oh, it's something that says hazard or something. I cannot figure out how to drop this bridge. There's like these three. 5 tanks next in front of this bridge. I claimed the area. I guess there's just more to it or something. I don't know. Anyway,
What are
but
you
like,
on? What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to continue on this this Riddler thing, and oh, hello, bye.
Hello, friend.
But I can't get across the bridge, and so I got to bring the bridge down. But the thing is that even though I claimed the thing, I guess I took down the computer console. I can't drop the bridge. Oh, maybe I have to go to the other side and get the Batmobile. Maybe that's what I gotta do.
Yeah, I remember actually kind of, it's kind of a design issue I had, is that, yeah, doing the bridge shit was god fucking damn it.
It reminds me
yeah,
a lot of, it reminds me of Assassin's Creed. The way how they did things with Assassin's Creed.
Yeah,
Like you got all these enemies, in this one section, and in order to, like, not exactly clear them out, but to make it a little simpler, you have to, claim the area.
Yeah. See, I didn't even like that in Assassin's Creed.
I
That's an
kind of
interesting
did.
franchise.
It
I was
made a
gonna
little
finish,
sense.
I was gonna finish off the Dragon Ball Z thing with Assassin's Creed. Just remind me how I was gonna finish that discussion off. I don't think it should be killed off like you do, and I don't feel that strongly. I think it should have stayed with Super. I'm in between on Super, but I think it should have stayed a movie thing. I think it shouldn't have gotten a new series, to be honest with you. And that's how I feel about
Dragon
Assassin's
Ball.
Creed. The reason I feel Assassin's Creed movie will work is because I think Assassin's Creed story to me feels better as watching it as a movie, not playing the games.
There's only
That's just me.
There's only one problem I have with the Assassin's Creed games. I love the Assassin's Creed games, and I know Raven likes the Assassin's Creed games, though she does have her bits that she does not
Bias.
like within certain, aspects of games and stuff like that. Like, I know she loves Ezio, but I kind of feel that they kind of wrote themselves into a corner after they killed off Desmond. And now it's just like, how can we keep the franchise going? Oh, I have an idea. Let's start going from the eyes of people that are experimenting with the video game concept of what the Animus does, while also having it as, like, actually the Templars are using this technology to have people search for the artifacts and all this stuff so that they can go out and claim it for themselves. Because what made the Assassin's Creed games so great at first is there was the whole, like, Desmond is the one going into the Animus. He's reliving these people's lives, and he's, trying to save, exactly, and he's trying to save the world and all that stuff. But then after they killed him, they were like, yeah, the game's still all good and all that stuff, so how can we keep going? And then 4 was really good. I really liked 4. It was
People love. You see, I'm gonna have to go into a little bit of something here when you're done, because
okay, I'm almost done. It's just with the 4, they improved upon the ship combat, and they had more of it. I mean, yeah, it is slow. I will give you that. I kind of had the same problem with Wind Waker, but again, coming to that glass half empty, half full, whatever that you come to, I also kind of enjoy it because it's nice and relaxing, and I love hearing the crew singing their sea shanties. It's just so cool. It's like very
Wind Waker in
Assassin's Creed 4, yeah.
Waker.
Assassin's Creed 4.
I was like, I don't remember the pirates singing in Wind Waker.
whereas Wind Waker,
When the fuck did that happen?
it's a nice change of pace from always the combat and all that stuff. But
Yeah.
but when you play 4, you're still basically going through Desmond's DNA and all that stuff. You're still an ancestor of Desmond, and of course they had to write in that, like, oh, he was killed and all this stuff. So the Templars recovered his body, and now they're just using his blood to go back into his genetic memory.
Yeah.
Okay, but then now now it's like with Assassin's Creed Unity and Assassin's Creed Syndicate and Assassin's Creed, the one where you play as the assassin that turns into a Templar.
Wasn't that Rogue?
Yeah. There's nothing there. There's no, like, what happened, whose DNA are they using and all that stuff. Like,
It's just kind of all over the place.
yeah, I mean, like, yeah, they have some of the same characters. They have that one dude that voiced Peabody or whatever the hell his name was in Portal 2, that the funny ass English dude, and the chick that ran the Animus
Peabody.
2.
Wait, you mean not Peabody, fucking Space? Not Space, but fucking
I don't know, the big tall dude. Yeah, Wheatley. Yeah, he voiced Wheatley.
Yeah.
You know, he's there and he makes appearances and stuff like that, but you still don't.
I love that dude. He's
you
great.
still don't get any kind of backstory as to. Oh, hey, look, a Lex Luthor sign. You don't get any kind of backstory as to, you know, why they're, you know, what the assassins' plans are. Because at this point, the assassins are supposed to be the good guys, and they've always been the good guys. So what the hell are the good guys doing to try to stop, you know, the Templars, besides stealing information from, you know, from the Templars, from people that are testing out their equipment, you know? Mm-hmm. It's just, there's like, that's why I said I'm not saying that the games are bad, though they are, like, they're still fucking glitchy as hell.
Yeah.
But they're fun to play when they're not bugging out and all that. It's just, there's that part of the story that they don't have anymore.
Right, and I'm gonna go into a long thing of like, I totally understand what you're saying, and this is gonna be like eye-opening. Like, I think you'll understand my points more when I say it. As in, I dropped off at 3. I just, and that's when that's the game he dies, right? That's 3, right?
Yeah, at the end.
I think, yeah. Right, and I was playing 3, and like I was so excited to get into 3 because I was like, wow. I love that time period.
I love you too, baby. Sorry, Assassin said I love you. Shailene,
I love that
said she
time
loved
period.
me.
I love you too, Alex. I'm like, I don't think I like it much anymore. No. I honestly think it was so interesting, and then I played it, and I was like, you know what? This is actually the gameplay started boring me, and that's kind of a problem. I thought 3 was honestly boring. It just didn't interest me that much. I got to the end, of course, because I don't just give up on my games, but like I got to the end, like you said, they killed Desmond, and I was like, well, what the fuck? Where are we going now? And then I was just totally kind of done with it. And it was like, but what sucks about that is I missed out on good ones like 4, and like, you know, Syndicate and Rogue. But the problem will still persist of like the story is kind of just like, we're kind of just doing things, and we're a pirate now, and we're a British dude, and it's like, I just can't get into it. I'm not interested in that. And it's just like, the gameplay to me, even though it's changed, like with the ship sailing I saw in 3 is like a cool thing and they could improve on. And in 4, apparently I hear that they really did. And I'm like, that's cool. And 4 is interesting, but I don't have enough drive to get back into it. But I do think it's a good thing that they are taking like a year or 2 break and not just doing the yearly release.
Yeah,
They're
well, I mean,
just taking a break from it.
well, I mean, with the way they were doing it before, with the, like you said, yearly release thing, is that they had different studios making them at the same time. So they did have their thing going. It's just they weren't the main studio making it, and that's why they didn't have enough people.
It was the Call of Duty thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Different studios.
Exactly, and it was getting to the point where like the games were like, I mean, Unity is probably the game that broke the camel's back right there with how many bugs that fucker had.
Yeah,
and
just how it totally shot the bed, like you said. But
Yeah.
then Syndicate kind of reeled people back in, so I'm a little confused on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think Syndicate reeled them back enough to where they could say, okay, we have enough of a strong fan base again that we can take a break and actually fix the problem. The Syndicate wasn't that buggy, but it was literally totally one of those games where it's like, this is cool, but it's gonna reassure our fans that we didn't, you know, Unity didn't kill the series. We're fine,
Oh,
you know.
fuck.
And then they used that as a safe way to take a break.
I died. Batman died.
Oh. Well, looks like Joe Ice is laughing in hell.
Joe Ice.
Wasn't his name Joe Cool? Joe something?
Who?
The guy that killed Batman's parents. He has a name.
Oh, I think it was Joe Cool or something like that. Raven would know.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, it's like Joe Dope or something. I'm cool. I'm a Joe guy. Where is Raven?
I think she's still in the party. Let me check while I pause my stream. And yeah, she's still in the party. I know
maybe...
she's. I know she's playing Blaze Blue, so she's probably focusing on that a bit more. Okay, how do I take
Blaze
this
Blue
down?
Central Fiction? Why are all these Blaze Blue games? I don't know. We'll play them though. Oh, you're still here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just added her, and she's like, I'm gonna add you back. Blaze Blue. Yeah, I'm definitely trying. I'm just kind of rambling around in Resident Evil because I'm just saying things. So that's
Smoke
fine.
pellet, Batmobile, remote control. Oh, I have no fucking clue how to take this thing out. The drone has a target. Oh, time to try to take him out.
Going back to Assassin's Creed, I just think, to me, the narrative feels better as a story in a movie, I guess. Even though the gameplay in Assassin's Creed was never that terrible, I just kind of got bored of it, so I'd like to see it as a movie franchise and see how it will go.
Yeah, the movie's definitely looking a really,
Interesting.
yeah. I mean,
And I think Michael
I've
Fassbender
seen
was a good choice.
I've seen some behind the scenes stuff, and they're not fooling around with the leap of faith
label.
either. They're like, there's actually people. I mean, yeah, there's stunt doubles, but they're actually jumping from those distances.
They're gonna make it to where it's not like one of those things where it's like the leap of faith is only gonna be a game thing and it only can be explained by it's a video game, you're fine. Like they're actually gonna do it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it definitely looks really good. It looks like it looks like it's going to be one of the better video game movie adaptations. I mean, I
don't think it's gonna go the way of Prince of Persia and then it's bad. Not bad. Well, I don't know. Prince of Persia wasn't that bad, but it's just like it's gonna be good.
It'll be more like what they did. I think it'll be more like what they did with the Tomb Raider movies, where, and let me explain.
I don't think they're bad. I
Instead,
think the Tomb Raider movies are fun.
The Tomb Raider movies are some of the better video game adaptation movies.
Yeah.
It's
They go
probably,
under the radar a lot.
if I had to name three video game movies that actually did quite well to the series, it would be the two Tomb Raider movies, because what's cool is that it was its own thing too. The stories were their own continuity, but it had the same type of aspects as what Tomb Raider was famous for. But and then the third would be, and you're probably gonna disagree, but the other one would be the original Mortal Kombat movie, because even though it was a PG-13
I might disagree
movie,
a little bit, but it's not. Number one Mortal Kombat movie wasn't that terrible. It's not wasn't there a Street Fighter one that was really bad too?
Yeah, the Street Fighter one was really bad. Yeah, it's
Right.
Because what they did with Mortal Kombat is Mortal Kombat was a mature rated game. It had a lot of blood, a lot of gore, but when you look at when you look at the original. When you look at the original games, there was very little story to it. I mean, you got story when you unlocked the characters and you looked at their bios and all that stuff, and when you completed the arcade mode, I guess. I don't think it had like a campaign, but it did explain some stuff, and then they just took what they had and they went along with it while also making it PG-13 because, well, it's a video game and kids play video games.
That was that era, where adults don't play video games.
Yeah, so, like, for what it was at the time, it was really good, and they got some really good people to play the characters, like the guy who played Liu Kang, and Sonya Blade, and Johnny Cage, and especially Raiden. The guy who played Raiden...
Wasn't Jean-Claude Van Damme Johnny Cage?
No, it was some other dude that I've never heard of.
Jean-Claude
Van Damme was Colonel Guile in the Street Fighter movie.
Yeah. Oh, okay, that's where he.
Yeah,
he was in some fighter movie.
Yeah, he was in Street Fighter, of course. And then also another big name in those movies was Raul Julia, who was M. Bison, which I have to say he was the best fucking M. Bison. Like, he was demented, and he was power hungry and all that stuff.
He was M. Bison. Like,
of course.
Sometimes when you look, Right, like when you say when you go look at a video game movie and you go he was that character, that's a compliment most of the time.
Yeah, but then when you look at the guy who was in the Legend of Chun-Li, he feels like the guy that he plays in Arrow, that Damien Dark or whatever his name is. It's just
Oh yeah.
he just feels like a rich businessman who's wants to dominate
Damien
the
Dark
world or
is
something
alright,
like
but I mean,
that.
it's totally, I
Well,
get
no,
what you
I'm
mean,
not
it's the
saying
stereotype.
I'm not saying it's anything bad.
I know,
It's just
I'm not knocking. I'm just saying
Yeah.
it's the stereotype.
and I have no freaking clue where. I guess I'll just continue the main story. I guess because I have no fucking clue how to get this damn bridge down. So let's see, where is it? Okay, yeah, there we go.
I'd try to help, but it's been a long time, so I don't remember fully. Yeah, I just
Like Catwoman's not gonna die if I, go away for a while.
no.
It's
not
just
gonna
a
lock,
it's
I don't think it ever locks you out of the storyline.
yeah. I think it's just a side thing. It's one of those most wanted things. Oh, hello.
Can I do anything? I don't know how to fucking kill this plant. I guess I have to deal with this plant somehow, but I don't know.
Oh, you're at that part with the gigantic plant.
I think so. See, because I got the emblem of the wind crest, and now I'm kind of just doing things, kind of going and exploring the rooms.
Well, did you kill the poisonous vines? Whoa, hello.
What?
Oh, there's
poison-
there's a room with you need
Oh, so that's what I bet what you put in the water.
You need fertilizer.
Oh, I already have that. Yeah, I already have that. I just gotta go get it then. I put it in my box.
boom.
Put it in my box.
Yeah, then there's like a room and you
Alright,
go
that's-
in there and there's a fountain and all kinds of vines and shit. And then I believe there's a
and you
key
put the
item in there.
Right. I just got. I grabbed it and I was like, this is probably useful for. So, yeah.
Yeah, I will be very happy when they remake Resident Evil 2 because when it
Too, because that's the one I'm familiar with. I'm
I
like, okay, I'm set.
I seen what the people were originally working with when they were the original people were doing it, and
Right.
it was looking very good. It had that over the shoulder aspect of it, and
From like Resident Evil 4. That's what I heard
Yeah.
that they were gonna do. Is do like the RE4 kind of gameplay, which is
Yeah,
fine.
it was-
I mean,
yeah, but
I'd
it
like
wasn't.
the tanky controls. but
It was
alright.
more. Yeah, it was the over the shoulder type of thing, but it was still. From what I could tell from it, it was still traditional Resident Evil 2. I don't know about tank controls,
I heard a
but
rumor that they were going to add both games. I heard there was a rumor that they were going to add both gameplay styles.
I would
If you wanted to play at the RE4, the rumor was going to be if you wanted to play at the RE4 style, you could. But then if you wanted to play at the RE one remake
Yeah.
style, you could as well.
now
Which
something
would have
that
been awesome.
now something that I would have really liked to see is if they because I know that Capcom is working on it now with those people and everything, and that's great and all that. Capcom is like, hey, let's take this and we'll start doing it with you and everything, and we'll get it made and sell it, and maybe we'll give you some royalties. But what I'm really happy about, I mean, what I would really love is if they included Resident Evil 3, because both of those games go hand in hand, even though there are some
yeah.
continuity issues. They are both
Well, there's continuity, and they're definitely they go hand in hand. A lot of people who like two, I think I keep bringing them up. Not hate, but best friend or Pat said it best from Best Friends is that anyone who plays 3 is like, yeah, you know what, it's not as good as 2, but it's still a good game. It's still fun. It was before the Code Veronica. Code Veronica's not bad, Zero's not bad. But it was before those kind of shifted the series. in a way.
Yeah, where it's it was much more, a little more action based, I guess you could say.
Yeah, 3. Yeah. But 3 is still kind of along the lines of that classic. Even though it's got nuances, it's along that classic line of 1. It's 1, 2, and 3 that are the classic series for a reason.
Yeah, and I really liked 1, 2, and 3. I mean, I remember when I was younger, my cousin got a PlayStation, and
I grew up with the PlayStation.
he got
so
the
I definitely
original
relate.
he got the original Resident Evil, and I watched him play. I'm like, this is so cool. He also got this arrow. I forget
But
what
it's
it's
also
called, but it was an
scary.
arrow system. Yeah, well, I mean, you know, I was
You're a kid though, yeah, we're kids.
to
We're
to
kids.
quote Matt, I was a wee babby at the time.
Yeah, a wee babby.
I'm following these
Yeah.
damn arrows, and I'm supposed to be following the damn
Yeah,
things here. But
definitely.
yeah.
agree with you.
But now,
Seeing
but
them
I mean,
remade would bring much.
I mean, I played
I'd be happy.
the original Silent Hill once. That's all I gotta say about that.
Yeah.
I played it for like
I
10
saw
minutes,
I saw.
and I was
Yeah,
like,
and
nope, I'm
that
done.
cult shit is weird, man. That cult
I'm like,
shit is weird.
yeah, I'm just like, I'm done. No more of this shit.
Yeah.
It was just, it was the very beginning.
Silent Hill, see, Resident Evil was scary, but I think that to quote the best friends, kind of, in that Resident Evil and Silent Hill are different in that. Okay, I guess they're not so different, but in the sense, with me, Resident Evil always was more of the threat is fucking attacking you head on here, whereas Silent Hill,
Yeah.
sometimes the threat was always more psychological and less,
That's exactly what
less-
made them
less
so.
literal.
That's exactly what made them so different. Resident Evil was like,
but good.
you know, you don't
Right.
know what's behind the corner, but you know
there's
something
still gonna
might
be
be
something.
there, and you can,
Right.
you know, and you know what's out there, you know what could be out there, and you got to try to get past this mystery. And yeah,
you're gonna
it's
fight
dark.
Like fucking actually like liquors and shit. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
and like yeah, you're probably going to get stuck in a corner at least once, and your ammo is limited and all that stuff. Whereas
Right.
it's
the combat
Silent
Silent
Hill-
Hill is such a different thing. Like,
yes, Silent
Resident Evil's gameplay is the combat and the ammo and all that, and that's what makes that survival horror. Silent Hill is just like the combat's a second nature, and it's more about the characters and the story.
Yeah, and Silent Hill is much more, like you said, it's much psychological. Instead of being like, you know, I know something's there, it's more along the lines
Something
of
is there in your head.
what's going on, where did these things come from, how did I even get here, for one. Because
You'll
like,
bash a couple along the way, but it's not the focus.
Yeah,
Whereas
and then, of
Resident Evil,
course-
you're supposed to fucking kill everything.
yeah, it's much more about the survival and the mystery than with Resident Evil, where it's much more like I'm here, I need to get out of this place. How do I get out? I
I
gotta
need to
make
find
sure I
out
take
why
care
this
of
is
my
happening
ammo.
while dealing with the threat. I sort
Yeah.
of need to find out why this is happening, but I need to deal with the threat, and that's the main goal at hand. Whereas the threat's not something that needs to be fully dealt with. You just need to find out why the threat is happening
Yeah,
in Silent Hill, for sure.
and then of
Which
course
is making me
each.
sad thinking about Silent Hill, man. Like fuck Konami. Sorry, go on.
What was I gonna say? The Silent Hill games are like, okay, with the Resident Evil games too. With the Resident Evil games, yeah, majority of them are within continuity. I say majority of them because I think there might be a couple of them that aren't canon, but
Well, there's a couple,
they're
I
all.
wouldn't say there's a couple that aren't canon. I would say more so there's more aspects of a couple of them that are not canon. Like a couple of the scenario endings in 2 are probably not canon.
Yeah. But like it's all within its own. I mean, it's all within the same universe, and you have to, as you play, you find out more about what's going on. Whereas with Silent Hill, each game, at least through 1 through
Each
4,
game is kind of a bookend, kind of in a way.
yeah, they're all their own story, and they all have like different. Unless you count, I don't count the spin-off ones like.
Well, Origin has some. Well, if you think about it,
Well, no, I don't
you
mean
can't say that about
Origin.
'cause
I don't mean
has-
Origins.
yeah,
I mean
let's say
more.
Origins has some aspects that go into ones.
I mean, like more along the
like
lines
Homecoming and all
of
that shit.
yes, Homecoming and Downpour. Two of my favorite couple of my favorite Let's Plays from the best friends. I gotta say, those
Well,
ones
'cause
like
one of them spawned the most famous moment in their history. Come on, the fucking axe.
yeah, I was laughing. I
threw it.
almost died laughing when I watched that. But
So good. They'll never let them forget that. So.
that meme will live to this day and beyond.
Yeah.
But like
Defining moment.
when you look at those games though, like I believe it's Homecoming where they put Pyramid Head in there just for the sake of having Pyramid Head, and then one of the endings has multiple Pyramid Heads. Whereas the way how the stories are being told, There's
I think the multiple Pyramid Head
it's-
thing kind of it ruins it for me because like
It's-
Pyramid Head in 2 was such a fucking like Pyramid Head in 2 was a big aspect of the story, but it was the fact that it was one that was representation, really.
Yeah, but like, yeah, because that's the thing though. It was meant to be the guy's primary, like,
Right side of the
you know, his worst nightmare come to life, where they
Right.
kind of just threw that out the window with Homecoming. It's like now there's multiple ones, and they're now the Guardians, and the whole point he's in here is because of the movie.
And the whole point he is in there because his character design is cool and fans like him. Like,
Yeah. So, but that ruins the whole aspect of what Pyramid Head originally was. Pyramid Head is supposed to be
which
the
is
embodiment,
what also
you know?
people, right? Yeah, the embodiment of James's fucking problems, and it's
Yeah.
like that also makes people forget why they love Silent Hill 2 so much because it's exactly that kind of thing. But it's like it's not the design that people loved about Pyramid Head and Silent Hill 2. It's what's behind him,
Exactly. Yeah.
which I love. Personally, I love Silent Hill 2. It's great, and I love 3 as well. I haven't ever seen anything on 4 though.
I've never, like I said, I've never really played. I did watch the
Never
best
played-
friends
I've
play.
never played them because I'm a pussy. So you know.
That was me. I played up to the point where the guy wakes up inside the diner, and then I'm like, fuck this shit, I'm done. Never touched it since.
No.
It's been like
Bye.
who knows how
Right,
long
I
it's been.
Right. I just, yeah, Silent Hills as a game, like they're fun. I'd love to go through them, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm good. I'll watch them. I'm
Yeah,
good.
I mean,
Torn off during
I
the
did.
crash.
I did watch.
Where it came to rest.
I did watch Matt and Pat play it, and I got really into it. I thought that was really interesting, and I liked how they were like this. I learned more about how the series was because of them, about how
Well, 'cause
some of
'cause
your
Pat loves it.
actions
I
and
think
stuff.
Pat likes it too.
Some of how your actions are determine, you know, the ending you get and all that stuff, and I think that's really cool. And each of the creatures has their own unique symbolism. Ah, there's what I'm
Right.
looking for.
Right, and it's just totally like it's kind of one of those like a more photorealistic, like Shin Megami Tensei is kind of the same way in that there's symbolism and deeper meanings, but it's more of a art, like not cartoony, but like anime art style, I guess is the way I have to classify it. Whereas
Yeah.
like Silent Hill is that in a like these are real looking people, these are real looking towns, and that's a dick on a monster's face. But still. I thought it was cool. And you know, one of my favorite, yet it always creeps me out, but it's one of my favorite horror things is Resident Evil doesn't do it, because Resident Evil's monsters are different, but Silent Hill monsters do the fucking thrashing. And it's just like, ooh. That gets me in the perfect ways sometimes. They fucking thrash and they awkwardly move and they awkwardly, like, just do weird movements. I like it.
Yeah.
Because it creeps me out. It makes me fucking not want to approach any of them. Resident Evil, I wouldn't approach any of their monsters in the same way, but whereas it's more of a creepy feeling, with like Resident Evil 3's Nemesis is just very, very threatening and deadly looking to me. Whereas I don't know what I'm gonna get from a Resident Evil or a Silent Hill monster. I don't know if it's gonna attack me, fuck me, or do something else to me.
It's all in the symbolism.
Right. Well, it's
Baby, I
definitely
don't
one of the
have
series that-
cookies. She wants cookies. Yeah,
Welcome to the store.
I just I don't even know how to get to the store from here.
Do you guys live
Baby,
out?
baby, you will get your cookies and you will get your 2 big gigantic bags of jerky next month. I promise.
Jerky.
Yeah, that's what she said she wants for Christmas. She's coming over early next
Cookies
month.
and jerky.
Well, no, just jerky. She wants 2 big bags of jerky, and I'm like, that I can do. I don't know money.
Is she staying there?
but
after
that-
this, or is her family?
she's-
is her
she's-
family like living there?
No, she's just coming
What's
for
the
the
deal?
month. She's coming for the month to, basically, test the waters. Her family wants it that way too. They prefer her come. We wanted to have her come and just stay, but everybody's like, we think it would be better if you
Kind of jumping the gun though a little bit.
yeah, so she's gonna stay for about a month. The plan right now is my sister is she's having Christmas at her house like on the 11th or 12th
Your
or
real
something.
sister?
Yeah, one of them. Yeah. Well, I consider all my sisters real sisters except for the bitch, but the bitch cunt asshole.
Well, yeah, I know. You know
But,
what I mean? Biological.
Yeah, biological. Yeah, just biological. She's having Christmas. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Identify where she landed. Oh, okay. So I gotta go back this way. She's having Christmas, where she is, and it's going to be early in the month and stuff because she's going to be, having a baby. So, in January. So we're going to do that. And Shaylene's going to come with. It's going to be me, her, and my dad. And then we'll have regular Christmas here on Christmas Day, since my sister's already taken care of. And then I don't know if this is going to still be the plan, but early January she's going to come with me and my dad back to my sister's when my sister has her baby. She's having the baby on January 7th, I believe. So, because I want Shailene to be, she's nervous about having kids and stuff like that, and I don't blame her and anything. But I just want her. Yeah, I'm not trying to rush anything. It's just I want her to see what it's like to be around a baby and all that stuff, and to see if she can, how she feels like that and stuff. Down the road, if she decides, then we'll have a kid and all that. But yeah, when we're much more stable and everything like that. But the thing is that she's much more worried about. She thinks she'll be a bad mother. She thinks that she'll be like her mom. And she'll be, like the baby will be crying, and she'll just get really, 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 really mad, and she'll do something she might regret. And I don't think she'd be like that. She gets mad for some shit, but I don't think she'll go that far. Yeah,
I get the same fears.
I mean, I've had the same fears too, but this is why parents are meant to work together,
Right.
If the dad can't handle it, the mom's got to handle it. If the mom can't handle it, the dad's got to handle it. That's why it's called working as a team. That's why it's called being a couple.
Oracle knew she couldn't escape.
Well, I'm an idiot.
What? What'd you
I hate
do?
to cut you off. I put the fucking I put the fertilizer on the fucking plants because I thought it looked red, and they're all dead. Not the bad plants, the fucking herbs. So rip. Oh, that's disappointing. Oh well, I already took 2 just a precaution, so I got some out of it.
I love you, baby.
When are you guys building your house?
I have no fucking clue now. My dad still has to go get his retirement money. He's been being...
You guys still have the plans?
No, right? We don't know what we're doing right now. We're going to talk to my sister who's into finances and stuff. She used to work for Quicken Loans. She was one of their best employees. And she's going to see... It will actually be cheaper if we bought one rather than have one constructed. And if we can't handle that, yeah. But I don't know. It's just it would have been custom built and all that. But
yeah, I guess it would have been nice. But yeah.
Yeah. Plus, we wanted to have it on the water and stuff. But from what it looks right now, there's actually this nice small place, not too far from where we are. That's actually it was actually $14,000 for and it's been on sale for I guess 3 years. And nobody's bought it, and now they're just desperate, so now they're going to allow for, payments, and my dad wants to check it out, and I was like, I don't want to live in a small place, I don't want that, I can't make my videos and stuff, and then I seen the place that my mom just recently moved into. She was in a rehab clinic for, a year.
Right.
So,
Sorry, zombies fall through the window.
So, I saw the place she moved into, and I'm like, this is nice and cozy. And I showed Shailene, and she's like, yeah, I don't mind living in a small place like that. So I changed my mind about, living in a small house. Because, it's just meant to be like a starter home,
Right, well, it's just to get off the ground, I guess.
Exactly. It's something where it'll be some place to live, because as sad as it sounds, my sister Crystal and my brother, they don't want me living with them if my dad passes away. And I can't take care of myself financially at the moment. And so if my dad passes away, which he has cancer, due to Agent Orange, if he passes away, I'll be homeless.
Agent Orange? You mean like the sun?
No, as in a chemical used in Vietnam to kill organic plants and stuff, so that they can help find.
What? You cut out.
Oh, it was a chemical used during the Vietnam War to clear away large areas of trees and plants and stuff like that, so that they could.
Oh, like pesticides.
Yeah, and it was originally when it was originally used, it was thought that it would be harmless to human beings. Well, my dad has necrosis
Guess so.
and cancer, and there's mutations going on. And there's mutations going on within the children in Vietnam. So my dad was originally, yeah. So my dad.
Yeah, there's a lot coming up about that recently. In the
Yeah.
news and stuff.
Somebody said that we weren't. I mean, I agree. My dad even agrees. We were never supposed to go over there. It was all based on a lie that the government told. The government said that
Right.
A North Vietnam sub or something shot one of our boats, and so that's how we got over there. But it was actually all staged. And even my dad acknowledges it now because he heard the facts.
Chopping a little bit.
Boo! Chopping. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much the most part.
A little bit.
Stupid Mike.
Right. But yeah. So, where would you stay? If your dad passes or whatever.
If I don't have a place of my own by then, which is what he wants to get the house for, I have no fucking clue. I have no way to travel or anything.
Wait, you want a driver's license or anything?
I can't drive.
So,
I don't have the
Why can't you
ability.
drive?
I don't have the mental capacity to keep focused while driving. I can't even drive properly in video games.
I can't hear you, dude. You're chopping a lot.
Okay, hold on. I'll try something.
Yeah, it's like.
All right, I'm gonna try something.
Maybe it's on both ends because my latency. I don't know. It was fine for a while.
Yeah, just one sec. I'm going to be right back. Oh shit, wrong thing. Wrong thing again. Network. Okay.